What's good, YouTube? It's jazzlovesmma here, and I wanted to make a quick video about the Ultimate Fighter. I know no one gives a fuck about this. This kind of got sidelined as news. No one really made a video about it. No one's really talking about it, but it annoys me. So me, as the person who somewhat cares about this type of stuff, I'm going to speak about my thoughts on this. I know the UFC press conference was pretty good. I should have probably been talking about that. I'd probably get more views, but I wanted to make a rant video about this. Um, the Ultimate Fighter fucking sucks. No one gives a fuck about the Ultimate Fighter anymore. The coaches suck. A lot of the fighters just are awful. And I'm gonna break it down. This new season of Tough we're getting, by the way, I think it says so. 7.7 billion. We have Daniel Cormier. I hate that I see this big crybaby everywhere nowadays. Why are we? Paramount paid 7.7 billion for the UFC. They got the Ultimate Fighter, and this is what you make. This is what you make with it. Bisping, one-eyed Bisping, and fat-ass Daniel Cormier. Who's watching this? Me. I'm probably gonna end up watching it, but it's gonna suck. It's gonna be awful, and I'm part of the problem because I'm gonna tune into this because I have nothing else to watch. And it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. Is it gonna be funny? Maybe. But I'm not trying to fucking see Daniel Cormier just chuckling with his fat belly and Bisping with his one eye. Buddy, listen, buddy, when I was a fire. I'm not trying to watch this, man. And are the fighters even going to be good? Because it feels like in the last couple seasons of Tough, the fighters haven't really been that all that great. Let's see what other people thought. Just cancel this shit, please. We don't give a fuck. Expectations, Support versus Makachev. I'm gonna get into what I thought would have been better. They should have called John. Some brushes can make it happen, but of course they can't. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. This is here another announcement of it. They're just spamming DC, just cancel the show. Why are they putting DC in all these? Him and Chael, that was so funny, but it made no sense. Why them two? What is this? Okay, the better coaches that they could have added are fighters that could have fought this year. Islam or Ian Gary would have been better than this. Even if you don't want a title fight, maybe an Usman versus somebody. That's way more interesting. Marab versus Peter Yan. Marab is in Vegas. You tell me that couldn't have worked out? Why not make that fight? Or why not just make those the coaches? That's perfect. They have beef. The Ian Gary one. You could have done Bilal. Actually, no, because they booked Bilal versus Buckley. Or no, Bonfim. Usman versus somebody. I don't know. It would have been better if it was Bilal, but whatever. Ian Gary and Islam would have been perfect for this. An Ilya Taporia or someone would have been perfect for this. People who have beef, people who are gonna fight, coaches that like there's gonna be a consequence after. If they're gonna have a fight, there's gonna be something that they gain, like a title shot or a top 5 opponent, or something big. Not these two fucking fat ass commentators who suck at their fucking job, just doing this. I'm tired of seeing DC. I don't need to see more DC. I'm tired of Bisping. I don't need to see more Bisping. I don't need to see these people more. So why am I going to be wasting my time seeing these people coach? Like playing mediocre fighters. I'm going to get into that. When it comes to mediocre, this was a season that it made no sense, but at least it was interesting because it was going to be Connor's comeback. People were hyped. Connor versus Chandler. But the fighters sucked. Brad Katona won. Austin Hubbard got off this. Some other fighters I can't think of. Calabar or some shit like that. They looked like the Great Patch. This is just a whole bunch of the old vets that just sucked. Like old guys that had fought on. I think Vince Michelle came off this fucking season too. Dude, this was like the old crafty vet season where they just beat all the young guys and they got signed again. Why? The fighters fucking were awful. And then this. This fight never even happened. But this was like at least good. At least it was interesting. There was beef. What the fuck are these two gonna beef about? What do they? They're not gonna beef. They're commentators. They're gonna have to be professional. Just like the Chael and DC one. Are these two gonna have a show after this or something? Is that what we're gonna get out of this? Instead of getting a big fight or a big opportunity for something, we're just gonna get these two having a podcast today. No one's interested in that. And another one. This is a season that there weren't that good fighters on it. I think. Man, I'm blanking on his name. But Myron Santos was the only good fighter that come off. Ken Offley was god awful. I'm trying to see if I can see his name, if I see his face here. The Swiss, um, the Swiss Jiri guy. I can't remember his name. I know he's on the Canadian cards coming up soon. That dude fucking sucked and he got signed. Ryan Loader is awful and he got signed and he came off the season. And I didn't have an issue. Alexa Grosso and Shevchenko, whatever. They didn't really beef. But that was a decent one. I prefer Shevchenko and Alexa Grosso over this. I'm getting Discord notifications. It's really annoying me now. But why? Are you telling me they couldn't have found any other coaches to be better than Strickland versus Kamsa? I know it's earlier. That would have been way better. Duplessis versus Brendan Allen, dude. That was right there. But no, we get this fat ass fucking bald headed fuck, dude. And then we get this one. You literally couldn't have put two worst commentators together. And if they didn't want to do current fighters, I just saw this right now. Dominic Cruz, I know he's a commentator, but him and TJ, that's interesting. I know they're friends now, but that's still more interesting than this bullshit. They could have put Armin versus someone on here instead. But no, they're doing this stupid shit. Just so dumb. And the fighters that come off tough lately have been mid. The ones off the DC and Chael, I don't have that up right now. They're okay. Vince Morales, I think his name was good. Ali Beatrice popped, so fuck him. Emmanuel Rodriguez didn't get signed off it, but he was someone on it that was good. And I don't even remember what other fighters were on there. But yeah, I'm just tired of Tough. I don't care about Tough. The fighters that really come off it aren't that good. They don't consider series just better. It's better viewing. I don't need to see the same as a dude who's sitting in front of his camera and be like, I just really miss my family, man. I'm spending all my time on this. Been fighting for years, and I'm so happy because the opportunity. And they're just crying. I don't need a live TV show of this. Tough back in the day was interesting. It was good. It's not good anymore. It's just rinse and repeat. It's all the same stuff. You see all the same scenes. You get some cool people. You get some interesting characters out of it. Characters. You get some good fighters. You get some decent prospects out of it. But it's just all the same stuff. Some of the fights aren't even the best. The exhibition 2 rounds is fucking awful sometimes. And yeah, Daniil Donchenko is a good prospect that came. Now remember, Daniil Donchenko, he came off the Chael Sonnen and DC Tough. That's a decent prospect that came off there. Two good guys. 3 guys came off there that were good out of the whole show. But they had to sign like 4 guys from the McGregor season, and they were all awful. Brad Katona just stayed for no reason. He came back, and I think he lost like 3 fights in a row. This is just another issue with the UFC. They just sign people for no reason. They keep them for too long. I think I've done enough rambling for right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on Tough as a whole in the comments below. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. I don't know. Yeah. I think Marab versus Peter Yan would have been way better. Islam and Ian Gary. Ian Gary versus anyone. If you could have done Ian Gary and Usman, that would have been a good Usman versus Ian Gary coaching. That's really nice. It's a really good one. John Silva, you get John Silva and Yair. Diego Lopez and Yair. That would have been sick. But no, we get fucking fat ass DC and Bisping, man. It just annoys me. Like and subscribe if you guys like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, jazzlovesmma, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.